Whoa, whoa. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey Vacay Baes, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. I have my company holiday party, so I figured I would just talk to y'all while I was doing my makeup or whatever. It's not gonna be like one of those detailed makeup routines. It's just me catching y'all up on a life update and everything. So if you're interested in seeing my little simple corporate baddie look, then just keep on watching. All right, y'all, so clearly we ain't got no makeup on right now. So y'all hear my air fryer going off? Hold on, let me go grab my food. Okay, I'm back. I had to get a little bite of something. I don't know if y'all are like that, like where you just need a little bit of something on your stomach if you're gonna want to eat, because if I have nothing on my stomach, I literally will not eat anything. But yeah, so we're just gonna be chit-chatting. Like I said, I'm not doing too much to my makeup or whatever, and honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna really tell y'all what I'm doing, because I have a few get ready with me's on my channel now. Like I'll have one linked where I go in depth of like the products that I use and stuff, because it's the exact same products. Like I haven't switched anything from my last get ready with me. If you want a more detailed like makeup tutorial, I would say go watch one of those. This is just gonna be like more of a catch up. I'm actually getting ready for my job company holiday party. So speaking of work, okay, can we just talk about how like I'm so ready to break off and like not do corporate. You know when you just start to feel like some things, it's just like aligns with you at different times. Like I've always been the person where I preferred to work for like a job, and that doesn't mean that I'll stop doing what I'm doing. I think I've mentioned this to y'all before, but you know, like working towards something doesn't mean that you have to like cold turkey quit what you got going on. You can do both, but just to have the option, like I want to have the option to do something else, you know. Like I don't like the fact that right now I feel like I need to have a 9 to 5, you know, just for like, because shit is getting expensive. I'm trying to stop cussing. Things are getting I gotta find other nouns, like, but for real y'all, like things are getting so high. I know we've all felt it, like just the way that the prices are rising, rent, just groceries, gas, everything. And I mean, it can get overwhelming. Like it's overwhelming because we feel like, okay, we need things to survive. Like we need shelter, we need food, we need clothes. And then we also just don't want to live in survival mode. Like we have a responsibility to ourselves for our mental health. And oh, y'all see this bump? We're gonna try to cover that up. But we also have a responsibility like to ourselves, you know, able to enjoy. The whole reason why we're working is to, you know, get some sort of money so that we can kind of like enjoy life, so that we can travel, and so that we can, you know, buy little things that make us feel good, whatever that may be for you. You know, everybody has different things that they like to purchase that make them feel good. For some people it's food, you know, they like to go out to eat. Some people might want to buy, you know, like even if it's something as simple as like a candle that you really like. Candles are high. Like just in general, products are very expensive. Speaking of this little, you know, well, it ain't little, but this spot on my face, I've been wanting to invest in, you know, like some better skincare products. And skincare is expensive, like just everything. And I just want to work in an environment where I feel like I have the option. Like, right, I think what's bothering me right now is that I feel like I really need my 9 to 5, and I don't want to need it. Like I want the option. I don't know if y'all have been seeing like the TikToks recently of like there's like a mass amount of people that are getting laid off from their jobs, and you know, just being let go from employers. A lot of places are hiring, but a lot of places are also getting, you know, laying employees off right now. Just the fact that like companies have that power to just wake up one day and be like, you know what, we just decided we don't need your position. And then you're like, okay, but I got bills, you know, like I have things I need to pay for. And I think the way that they look out for them, I want to be able to look out for me. Like I want to be able to look out for self and feel like, okay, you know, at least not feel like I'm super dependent on that. I do have some leftover topics from when y'all sent me, I told y'all to send me some topics from the last video from Instagram. One was like self-love and being independent. And I loved that because I feel like that's something that's so relatable to all of us. Like whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, whether you're young, old, like any ethnicity, everybody deserves and needs to work on self-love. I just feel like that's the most important thing. And to be honest, like it's something that's very, well, I mean, I've started to practice it, you know, now, but over the last year or two, it was very new to me. Like, I don't think that I really knew what self-love was. Like, to be honest, I thought that, I think I was good at like self-care. I've always been good at self-care. Like, oh, if I need time to sleep, or I need this, I need that, I need to buy something, I need to go somewhere. I've always been good at that. But self-love, I don't think I really understood until now. I'm like really starting to understand what it means to love myself and just feel my worth, you know? And I think that I really started to understand self-love when, to be honest, like when I stopped really dating, because it's a different type of love, you know. When you're in a relationship, and I was consistently in relationships like back to back. I wasn't a serial dater. I just, where I was at, I continued meeting people that I was connecting with. And y'all know how it is. Like, you know, the younger you are, I feel like the easier it is to connect with people because you don't have those societal pressures on you yet. Like in school, the only thing that, you know, you have to tell people is, I'm in school. Doesn't matter if you have a car, it doesn't matter if you have a job. And like nothing really matters. You're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about a lot of shit. You're just meeting people. You know, the show Love is Blind, like love is really blind the younger that you are. And the older you get, you just start to weigh your options differently. So, you know, feeling love from another person is such a good feeling. I don't want y'all to think that I'm anti-love, because I'm so pro-love. I'm so pro if you want to be with somebody and they want to be with you, like pro relationship for other people. Just for me, it wasn't the, you know, wasn't the time recently. And I think that when I got out of that space, I learned, because I was so used to receiving love from other people, receiving love from my family, which I'm very blessed and grateful on. I was receiving love from, you know, relationships and stuff. I was so used to that I didn't know how it felt to really love myself. I don't think I ever really needed to. I know that sounds so crazy, like especially with me saying it now that I know how to love myself and how important it is, it sounds ridiculous. But I swear, like it really, because you're receiving so much external love, you know, why would you do something that you don't need to? That's almost like, why would you work if you didn't need to? So if you're receiving so much love from outside sources, why would you really need to, you know? And I feel like a few years ago, especially, it wasn't as talked about, just like how mental health is being talked about more, it wasn't as talked about. So I didn't even have, I feel like, any like resources to really understand self-love for real. Once you tap in and you get to know yourself and you just allow yourself to be you, you allow yourself to grow, you stop being so hard on yourself, it's such a freeing experience. Like it's so liberating. It feels so good to love yourself and accept yourself regardless of anybody else that don't accept you. Like I can't think of another or a better way to put it. It's literally giving yourself that grace. You are accepting yourself, you're loving yourself, you're being kind to yourself, things that you would want somebody to do to you. Like just be patient with yourself. Like anything that you would want from another person, it's doing that for yourself. Literally, like if you would want, learn your love languages first, learn what you like, learn what makes you happy, right? So let's just say you're a person that you really rely on quality time. Spend quality time with yourself. What do you like to do? Do that. What do you like to do? You know, and spend that time with yourself. Honestly, like for me, YouTube is a point of self-care, or not self-care, self-love for me, because I'm able to take myself in fully as I am. I can accept myself regardless of, like, you know, I love the support that I receive on here, and it's still a form of external love, don't get me wrong. Like every time like somebody comments, every like Vacay Baes, you know, everything, it feels good, it makes me feel warm. But I felt like that even when I didn't have nobody. Like when I had 2 subscribers, I still love myself enough to put myself out there. And you know, like me filming, I like doing this, you know, so that's a form of quality time for myself, because obviously I'm literally talking to myself. Like I'm talking to you guys, but like after the fact, right? So like that is a form of self-love. If you know that you are really big on, you know, you like being heard, right? You feel like listening is important, then your form of self-love is gonna be listening to yourself. Listen to your body, listen to yourself. When you have an intuition, when you have something that you want to do, you have something that you want to say, listen to yourself. Don't ignore those feelings. You know, it's just little things like that, like that really honestly just make self-love. You wanna be pampered by somebody, do that for yourself. You want to be adored by somebody, adore yourself. Like, it sounds narcissistic, but I think that sometimes, you know, we've gotten into this era where people who love themselves are looked at as like narcissistic in a way, and that is just because once you start to love yourself, you don't accept a lot of things. Like you learn how to set boundaries, and that's something that I'm still learning, because I'm honestly such like an open person. I'm very forgiving, and I feel like I've changed so much in life. I've learned so much that a lot of times I am so open to other people learning that it comes at a detriment to me, that I will continue to allow somebody to learn while in turn it's hurting me. Ooh, that was a bar. Y'all know I used to do a little poetry, so I be rhyming on accident. But for real, like you're giving that person more grace than you're giving yourself. Like you have to allow yourself to be able to step away from things sometimes, situations that don't serve you, not just people, jobs, environments, places, anything. Like just learning that you're also learning too. Yeah, and another thing that I've noticed is that people don't have that same type of learn where it's reciprocated, because you'll notice that you're allowing other people to, you know, make mistakes, and you're not holding it against them, but you make a mistake and it's cut you off season real quick. Like I don't know if you can maybe like look at the way that people are treating you back. Like that's kind of another thing that I've noticed. I was like, damn, like, you know, I give a lot of people space to grow, and, you know, space to learn, and that's okay. You know, if somebody does decide like, hey, like I'm not in a season in my life where I can, you know, allow like mistakes, or, you know, like forgiveness isn't a priority, which is great because you know your boundary. But at the same time, I just realized that I was doing that for people who weren't doing that for me. And yeah, and then of course there's levels, you know, there's levels to hurt, there's levels to growth and mistakes, and some things, you know, are just unforgivable, and all of that is subjective. So, you know, I think just learning what is important to you, you know, learning your non-negotiables in life. You know, there's some things that I've learned that are just non-negotiables for me. And once I learned those things, yes, sometimes you cannot have it all. Sometimes we sell ourselves short, you know? So there could be a lot of things that I could have that I don't, because I'm not requiring that. And once again, this is all encompassing in life. This can apply to jobs, this can apply to working out, this can apply to relationships, this can apply to, it's just literally anything, you know, basically allowing yourself and feeling like you're worthy of the things that you feel like you really want, like, you know, not settling, and just going for it, pushing towards it. Self-love and independence go hand in hand. And I think as I've been working towards like being independent, I've noticed that I don't have a lot of time for the things that I used to have time for. And it's because I have to like prioritize my future self. I feel like she deserves so much. My current self deserves a lot too, but I feel like my current self doesn't deserve as much as my future self. Past me wasn't putting in the work. So I feel like I deserve certain things, but at the same time, a lot of things I don't, because past me wasn't putting in the work. So future me deserves so much. She deserves so much that I can give her, because I'm gonna put in that work right now. I'm putting in that work right now. So that's the difference. You know, being independent, it naturally requires you to work on self-love, because if you want to be able to, you know, give yourself the things that you need, not even just financially, but even like something as simple as you want to be able to give yourself time, because y'all know like time and money are almost synonymous at this point, and that's such a luxury to be able to have the time to just chill and enjoy yourself. If you want to be able to give yourself those things, you have to put in the work at some point, you know, like whether it's figuring out ways to allow yourself to do those things, whatever it is, it's gonna take some form of, you know, time and self-care and reflection and all of that good stuff. On a lighter note, I'm so glad that we're getting close to the end of the year. Like, the beginning of the year is probably my favorite time of the year. Like, I know for most people it is the holidays, and for me, I enjoy the holidays. I can't say that I don't, but they've just gotten different as I've gotten older. And then I also like work throughout the holidays too. I don't know if everybody else does, but I don't really get a break. Like, I worked on Thanksgiving. I know I work on Christmas Eve and Christmas. I'm off New Year's, but I really like the new year. Something about it, it feels fresh. Like, it literally feels like a new start. It honestly, between the new year and my birthday, like around my birthday, that also feels like a new start. It's just like a fresh number. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting a reset. Something about, you know, the holidays is just constantly reminding me of everything that happened within this year, which most of the time I'd be wanting to forget. Like, it's such a time to reflect on things, which is great, but you know, especially if you ain't have the best time, you'd be like, no, can we just move on? Can we not consistently bring attention to things that I don't want to bring attention to? But yeah, I'm really excited to step into 2023. Like I said, I'm doing a whole video for y'all on what I plan to do, how I plan to reinvent myself. Like, you know, one of the other topics that I was sent was becoming a boss, and I have very conflicting views with like boss culture or whatever. I guess that's also subjective, like, you know, however you deem yourself. I feel like I'm a boss. Like, I don't make that much money. Like, I'm definitely not a rich person or anything like that. I have a lot of things that I'm not, but I don't always go off of the things that I'm not. I try to talk about the things that I am, you know, and something that here go my cat. Yangi. No. One of the things that I am is I am a damn good person, okay? Like, I've done so much work on trying to be just a better person, trying to be a better person in general, you know, trying to be a better daughter, a better sister, a better granddaughter, you know, just like everything in general, like those things, like a better family member, a better friend. Like I have been working so hard on just like myself, and so to me that makes me a boss. The fact that I work 9 days in a row, I still go to the gym in the midst of that, I am still able to do YouTube, to me that is some boss stuff, regardless of how much money I'm making. I say this all the time, I am always running late, but I don't be late, if that makes sense. Like I hung out with one of my friends last night and we were supposed to meet up at 8 o'clock, right? I told myself I was gonna leave at 6:50 because I was like, oh, you know, traffic getting over to Orlando is kind of crazy sometimes. So I want to give myself ample time, you know, if there's like any car accidents, traffic, anything, you know, because the place is like 45 minutes away from me. So I'm like, that should be more than enough time. I did not leave at 6:50. I left at 7:10. Luckily, you know, things were in my favor. And I ended up getting there at 7:57, so I still was on time. Like I run late, but I be making the appointments, you know. I never really miss appointments. I don't be missing reservations or nothing like that, but in general I very much I'm running late. Like I just anticipated that I would have more time than I do right now. All right, my loves, well clearly it's time for me to go. I actually am gonna be late to this holiday party. I went ahead and did my hair. Let me turn on the light for y'all so y'all can see. Oh, whoa, hey girl, hey. So yeah, I went ahead and did my hair. I'm not completely done. I just have on this green, it's like a long sweater dress. Yes, oh yeah, for to be fucking a company party up. I know that's right. I'll probably end up putting my hair up because it's just hot, y'all. So I'm gonna curl these front pieces, do my edges, and maybe just put my hair up in a clip because I'm just fucking dying right now. Dang. Okay, next video, y'all drop down in the comments every time I cuss and just put, you know, like the little alarm emoji, put that so that I can really start monitoring this because it's a problem. But yeah, thanks so much for getting ready with me. I know our topics were like a little heavy today. Can we get into like the volume, the body of the hair? Yeah, perfect. I did a little blowout on myself. But yeah, as always, I love you guys so much. So much. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you have anything that you want to see next, please comment down below and let me know. Like if you like this video, subscribe so you can be a Vacay Bae, share, give me some exposure, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love ya.